And now your Fox 34 Weather Authority forecast with meteorologist Whitney Huddleston.
Happy Friday. Looking off towards the southwest. I usually don't show this particular image, but I've turned the camera off in that direction. As you can see, looking a little bit dark, a little bit gray out there compared to what we would normally see now that the sun is up off towards the east. Well, that's because we have clouds moving on in. With them is some precipitation. I'll get to that here in a second, but as you can tell, TxDOT cameras showing on the interstate. Obviously, traffic beginning to pick up out ahead of that 8 a.m. commute at 7:49 a.m. And just 66 degrees here in the hub, 64 out in Raw, 77 in Seminole, 75 in Hobbs. That is due to the moisture that is in their area. It's 59, cooler and drier up in Dimmitt, well off to our north. And I've zoomed in to show you where the heaviest line of activity is. So as you can tell, moving on into Brownfield right now, it's got embedded lightning. That is my main concern. If you're going to be outdoors, make sure and use caution. And that is going to be throughout the morning hours. All this activity in general moving from southwest up to the northeast. You see Lubbock on the northern end of this image, likely going to move into Lubbock County here in about 30 minutes or so. So hopefully most of you are off the roadways and things like that. But it is a pretty big batch of rainfall zooming all the way out statewide. That is the main line of activity all the way to the south of Midland, Odessa as well, moving to the northeast. So could impact here in Lubbock in the next 45 minutes or so. A lot of the northern end of the nation finally getting some rainfall. They've had a warmer and a drier summer, so thankful for that. Even some snow up in the higher levels. In the eastern seaboard as well, getting a little bit of a break from that rainfall. 93, partly cloudy here in Lubbock for today, so slightly cooler than yesterday and keeping that isolated rain chance all the way through late tonight. So if you're going out Friday night, football forecast is going to show you partly cloudy, not ruling out a few spotty thunderstorms, and we're going to be back to 80 by 9:30 p.m. So going to be gorgeous once the sun does come down. Same thing for tomorrow. It's going to feel hot for tailgate, partly cloudy. Thankfully, we have a night game. That rain chance does start to go down as the evening progresses. And we've got monsoonal moisture coming on in. This is going to be the trend over the next few days, the weekend included, all the way through mid next week. We could see isolated thunderstorms possible. You're going to start to hear this name more and more. This is Norma. Let me introduce you to the newest hurricane. Likely going to make landfall around the Baja Peninsula and could bring us even more moisture into mid next week.